the Monster Hunter World, Iceborne. Whew, this is going to be very epic. As you already see, I already have 2 separate things I'm playing on. We're gonna start a new one to kick things off. I will be this walkthrough guide and the Daredevil 02 walkthrough master, all that fun stuff. And yeah, it's gonna be very interesting. As for this game, the first weapon I ever played was Sword and Shield, and I've currently on the one that has 140 hours. I only played Sword and Shield, so I'm a support role person. So let's have some fun with this and go damage roll. Also, there's gotta be a cutscene at the beginning. Oh, it's taking a bit longer to load. Yeah, I've tested out some of the other weapons,
Sisters
but that's
and
really
brothers
it.
of the Fifth Fleet, it's time.
Oh,
Once you get the ship, there's no turning back.
she's so squeaky.
The next ground your feet will touch will be that of the new world. If any of you have lost your nerve, then step away now, and let no one judge you. Very well. Then sail safe and strong, and may the Sapphire Star light your way.
Oh, that was so dope. Everyone's talking and stuff. They put a lot of effort into this game.
Yo! Did you hear? We're almost there. You ready to grab this new world by the horns? Don't know about you. It feels like ages since I left home to join the commission. So, nervous? Believe you me, I get it. Anything could happen to us, but hey, that's happened.
Hey, aren't you one of the A-list hunters?
What? No way! So are we! Hey, tell us your name.
Alright. That's pretty dope. So, you're of course, for every RPG, you're gonna have the character creation. So you can honestly make yourself look like anyone. You could even make yourself look like Geralt from The Witcher. They have a bunch of new presets in, so we'll just rock the standard one though. Face, yep, a bunch of different faces. Either way, that looks nothing like me, but hey, it's alright. Skin, yep. If you honestly are lazy about changing your skin or don't want to do the color palette thing, then you always have the palettes at the top. Different types of skin, darker, lighter, whatever. Got all that fun stuff. Alright, hairstyle. They have a bunch of different hairstyles now. None of this was in the vanilla version, but they updated the game, and so now you can get different haircuts. Each haircut has a different style made for it. Honestly, all good. None of them are bad. You also have some of the character ones, so some of the characters' hairstyles are in. Yeah, there he is. This is foreshadowing a character we're going to see. Other than that, yeah. So I think we'll go something like my hairstyle. Yeah, that's that. You can also choose. Mine's that. Oh, actually, screw it. And you can customize your hair any way you want it to be. So, yeah, I'll just rock brown hair. Oh, you can also mess with this. The hue just it allows you to change the color, saturation, and brightness are the two funnest things to mess with. Alright, because if you up the saturation, the brown hair suddenly becomes red. Alright, brightness, I'm pretty sure if you dim it down, you get black. But then, if you up it, you get some very red hair, and all the way to the max, it looks something like that. And that's just from the color brown. So you can mix and match any way you want to do that. We'll mess with the hue a bit, choose a color I enjoy, looking at that kind of doesn't hurt the eyes at all, and will look good. Ooh, the blue color. Oh, hey. Hey, nice. We found a good one. Alright. You have the eyebrows as well. You choose the brow types. You have different brow types as well. So, you can choose yours. I guess I'll choose mine. And, oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Actually, no. If we go here, we hit the color. We hit save color. Did I just screw up the... No. Save. Yes. Okay. You hit the color there. Then you can choose your eyebrows. The brow type. Color. And you can use your saved color palette. So, whichever color you like, you can immediately take it and apply it to whatever. Eyes. Of course. The classic. Yeah, a bunch of different eyes as well. Some new ones. Other than that, my guy will be awoke. And he'll have some blue eyes, since I'll just stick with the color palette. Oh, some bright baby blues, jeez. Confirm, yep. Nose, same as always. You can have a different nose, long nose, whatever nose. Your nose. You can make this character look like you, or you can make it look interesting. So it all depends on how creative you can get. Facial hair. Where is it? Ah, here it is. Yes, there's a bunch of beards, a bunch of other stuff, so you can make your character either look very charming and sexy, or you can make him look gorgeous. Just like got sideburns and mud chops and all that other fun stuff. Unrealistically, yeah, and saved color. Makeup. Want to put makeup on your character? You can. Bunch of different expressions. You press a button and it shows you what the expressions are. You press it a bunch of times, it shows you each of the expressions in it. That's happy, that's shocked, angry. Happy, shocked, angry. Well, not confused. So yeah. We're rock expression 4. They got a bunch of clothing. This doesn't really matter unless you just want to strip naked. Okay, get the voice. You can hear the voices based off of what they sound like. As always, the preview button. So yeah. Oh yeah, you can also sample the actions at the bottom. So. Yep. Each of the attacks, and then gestures, and then damage. And then you got armor. So as the game tells you, the Guardian Alpha armor is default. This is recommended, so if you have Iceborne, you're immediately given this armor, and this is just the armor to shoot you all the way up to where Iceborne is. Originally, there only used to be the leather armor, chainmail armor, and if you pre-ordered, you got the Origin armor. Origin armor was better than these two. If you didn't pre-order, you got these two. But since Iceborne came out, everyone has this one. You can also rock no armor. Everyone has this armor. Downfall with this armor is that no one can see your luscious hair. So, kind of depressing, but whatever. We could finish, enter your name. We'll call him something simple. Blue. Yep. Alright, and now you have your Palico. Mostly a cat. This thing is very useful. These were the original main 12. Each of these are weird. This one looks like a tiger. This one looks like a fox. This one looks like a fox. Desert fox. Yeah. Bunch of presets. You could color them to each whatever, or you could just randomize. I guess we'll randomize. Okay, that's not a bad preset actually, huh? Yep, that's the new one. That's a new one. Originally it was just these two. You could either have cheeks or no cheeks. But now they have these. So yeah, we'll keep mine like that. Fur, we could save it like that, but that don't look right. So let's actually make him beautiful. We are going to just... Oh, I got it. Okay. So, if you all thought me having blue hair, blue beard, blue eyes, whatever, was bad, you have not seen the worst. You can customize your characters any way you want them to be. I have seen characters look like Sans from Undertale. So, nothing really hurts anymore. Brightness is how you honestly get this thing to look like that. Hue, I'm going to change it back to... Ah, beautiful. Actually, no. I got this. Then we hit save color. Bam. Alright, you can either have a pattern, you could have no pattern, or you could have beautiful pattern. These are those two. You also have these patterns. Pattern 1, 2, no crap, pattern 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Of course, gonna stick this pattern, and if we honestly want to, we could just rock a very neon cat. And then we could have that one be black, and then this one be black, and there's our neon cat. Now we have a glow stick. eyes, you could have tired eyes, angry eyes, happy eyes, calm eyes, normal eyes, kitty eyes. You could have their pupils be dilated. You could have them you could have them focused, kind of focused, dilated, very dilated. You can have them have big eyes, sad eyes, frowny eyes, whatever eyes, I don't really care. My cat is going to be that. You can also change what color the eyes are. Sticking with the theme. My cat is about to have some very dilated eyes. Wait, actually, this isn't. Some of you are looking, going, this isn't true black. Exactly. So let's actually make it a bit darker and just have that be at 0. Have that be at 0. Same color. Okay. Same thing with that. Confirm. Your cat's eyes do not have to be the same color if you don't want them to be. All your customization. You have these ears, floppy ears, focused ears, upright ears, dog ears, kind of bitten off ear, huge ears, very huge, well, yeah, all of these other ears. Actually, these are mouse ears. I guess my cat's a mouse now. Or so you think. Yeah. Alright, tail, he can have normal tail, broken tail, floofy tail. He could have a bun. He could have skunk tail, elongated tail, and short tail. Yep, let's stick with that, confirm. Voice. So you got normal voice, low voice, high voice. You could have average, so if that was low, you could have average. You could have high. So yeah, confirm. Default armor, you could have the thing just be naked and constantly die all the time, or you can armor it. And finish. What was my Palico's name? Why, of course, there can only be one name for this thing. A glow stick. That name is okay. Also, I'm playing on the Xbox, but I'm pretty sure January 8th, I believe, is when Iceborne comes out for PC and all the other fun stuff. So,
how about a toast?
nice. Ah, thank you.
To the A-list and the commission.
Cheers!
So, tell me, what's your thing? Kids must migrate to the New World for some reason.
Because they're bored.
After running the research commission for 40-odd years, the guild's itching for an answer. They say the Fifth Fleet's got the best shot.
Keep it down. Speaking of, A-listers usually operate in teams of 2. Have you sat down with your partner yet?
Listen to that. Getting rough out there. The waves are picking up. That's gotta mean landfall. You're on the A-list, right? Huh. Meowdy-do. I'm not psychic, but I do have pretty good ears. Ah, put her there. I happen to be an A-lister myself. Whoa!
Mistakes were made. Round 2. And cutscene over. Look at that, I'm alive. Ah. Alright. So this is where we start. So you move around with left stick. I'm not sure what it's like on PC, but I'm pretty sure it's W. Or you can just plug in an Xbox controller. You can either press down on left thumbstick, or you could use the RB button. Climb walls, same thing.
Look what happened to the ship.
Yeah, it's caused by you.
have to do something.
Yeah, I say we run.
It's
'Cause,
not safe here. This way.
And there goes the ship. Nice.
We need to get out of here. I've got an idea. This way.
I've got an idea, but this way.
Watch yourself.
Careful, don't fall. Yeah, that's the plan. When climbing up walls, you can press A to do a grapple move and get up there very speedy. Or you just, wow, that was kind of rude.
So much packing.
Or you press the left thumbstick and go up that way.
The ground's moving again. We're on. I knew it.
Oh, there we go.
Time to hitch a ride and get off this thing. Come on.
Agreed.
Let's go. Get a
Let's
good running
run.
start, then jump.
Cutscene! Nice!
The new world.
That's a big tree. That's a big boy.
Huh? No.
And down. Alright, yeah. This is where we get into the interesting part. We're going to the roughest adventure ever, not gonna lie. and she immediately sprints away.
Somebody must have set up this camp.
Alright,
I found
that's
this in
fine.
the tent. It has a map in it. Well, part of one at least.
Open and close map. You're gonna be
Looks
doing
like
that a
we're
lot.
right around here. The Research Commission's base of operations is here. This is where our ship was supposed to dock.
Thank
For
you.
now, I think it would be best if we make our way to base.
Nice.
The map should help us find our way.
Ancient forest. It's pretty dope.
Look, the Research Commission's headquarters. Come on, let's get going.
Alright, yep. So, if you don't know what you're doing, you can follow the handler. Well, you're supposed to follow the handler. She'll make occasional stops, talk about crap.
According to the map, to get to HQ, we need to...
Yeah. If you do know what you're doing, you can just run past her. I mean, some parts you will need to stop and do,
These
but
Octonauts seem every bit as docile as the ones back... I had the scout flies memorize my scent earlier. If you lose sight of me, just follow the scout flies, and they'll lead you right to me.
nice.
Okay, easy there. Don't pick a fight if you don't have a weapon. We need to hide. Come on, this way. Hurry! Quietly.
Well,
Quietly. Okay, the coast is clear. Let's get going while we still can.
yeah, do take note of everything the game shows you in the tutorial. As some things it doesn't explain, or well, it explains most of the things very well. But other times, if you just don't understand what's going on in the cutscene, or honestly just couldn't be too bothered to read what it says, you will be very lost. So yeah, those are one of the parts where you have to stop and be like, oh, look at this. Bit of,
What is this track?
oh. Oops.
Look! There's more over there. Let's check it out.
Yep, she's going to run. Whenever your character walks, a cutscene's gonna come up.
Don't mind me. This way, hurry.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, that's
Move.
yeah, I like how my character was just running, like, I'm going to help you with like no weapon.
Move.
Boom.
That is not good. What are you waiting for? Get over here.
T-Rex boy.
Come on!
And out of 10.
Hey,
You all right?
let's go.
Okay.
Nice. We survived. After the long sea voyage came to a harrowing end, Hunter and Handler braved the dense forest to come at long last to the Research Commission's headquarters, Astera. Never said that before. Vanilla version never had that text. You just kind of saw the background. If you honestly want to know what vanilla version looks like, you could probably find videos of that. You could look at guides that were made years ago, back when like Iceborne wasn't released. So yeah.
Wow.
Look at this gate. It's like nature meant for us to build a stair right here.
Stara. I like it.
The rest of the fifth are already here. You're the last to arrive.
Okay, set him down here. Take it
I'll
nice
need to
and
tape
low.
off your shoulder. Hold still for a bit.
Hey, you guys made it.
Be right back. You're alive.
Had it rough, huh? When we couldn't find you two, we were starting to sweat bullets.
You scared us. We were talking about going out to look for you.
All's well that ends well.
Hey, we need a hand. Sorry.
Come on.
Catch you later.
This here is our trade yard. I guess the name says it all.
Look at all the people. The stuff.
Incredible, right? We've got it all here. We've got hunters to do all the exploring, scholars to do the research, technicians to keep them going. This place is the beating heart of the commission. Wait here a sec.
Nice.
Commander, I found him.
As the commander. Best person of all time. Yep.
Welcome to Astera.
No, I have not. It should be in the kitchen, right? Ah. Welcome to Astera. I'm glad you made it. Somehow. I knew you would, though. When you've been in command as long as I have, you start to learn who's capable and who isn't. Now, as much as I'd like you to get up to speed, I'm being pulled in about 8 different directions at once. We'll cover the important matters at council, which I'll be convening once things settle down a bit. Expect you two to be there, of course.
Your reputations precede you.
The guild spoke highly of you as individuals. Think what you can do as a team. Before I forget, your furry friend was looking for you. Poor thing washed up not too long ago. Go ahead and have a look around Astera. A horn will sound when it's time for council.
Well, off you go.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll give you the grand tour. Let's start by looking for your palico.
Yeah.
This is our stockpile. They carry most of the basic necessities.
You should drop by later to see what they have.
Yeah, they have everything. If you're too lazy to go get potions, you buy them from there. There's a bunch of other stuffs that I will cover when I get out of this tutorial part.
It's this way.
Ah, the smithy. Ah, the smithy!
Over here.
You're gonna be using that a lot. Explain what it is later. Hope we find your pal. Yeah, I hope we
The
do as well.
Commission's Fifth Fleet, right?
Yeah.
The old man in charge, my grandfather, was with the first. That was a long time ago. Me? I'm not with any fleet. Born and bred right here. Never even been to the old world.
Huh. Nice.
Here's our smithy. This is where you can craft weapons and armor. You'll be here a lot.
Wow! Look at this place. Want to check it out?
Yeah, he is not lying when he says you will
Toasty
be there a
here.
lot.
Wanna get going?
Like, you will be there all the time.
The canteen? I am so there.
Ah, the canteen. Beautiful. Yep,
Over here.
this way. Yep. Alright. We'll introduce it after this.
This here's our canteen.
Hey, over there. Hey, you! Aw. I knew you'd pull through.
Amazing. And council.
Right. They're calling for a council. Come on.
Yeah.
Now that you are all here, let us begin council.
Nice.
After tracking a migrating Elder Dragon across the sea, the Fifth Fleet have finally arrived in Astera. Give them a warm welcome. They're a fine group, worthy comrades who will help see the Research Commission's long efforts finally rewarded. Would you like to say a few words?
Thank you, sir. We're ready to roll up our sleeves and get our hands dirty.
This here is the Commission's core team. You should all get to know each other.
Looking forward to it.
Now, down to business. The latest monster to make the Elder Crossing is known as Zora Magdaros, a huge monster with a mountain of fire upon its back. The Research Commission's job is to discover exactly why the Elder Dragons are migrating to the New World.
Elder dragons have been with us since the dawn of time. Altering the ecosystem, reshaping the land, leaving disaster in their wake. Once every decade or so, they flock to this continent. But for what reason?
With the Fifth's help, we will find the missing link.
Here, here.
Now we're talking!
Ah, Scotland.
Hunters, for the time being, I need you to focus on investigating our Jagras problem and securing Astera. Start by investigating the Jagras' habitat. Find out what makes them tick, and then we'll go from...
Right. We're on it, sir.
Everyone else, you know the drill. Make sure these hunters have everything they need.
Now we're talking!
You two, make it a priority to learn how we do things around here. You'll find good teachers, so don't be afraid to ask.
You heard him. Stick with me and you'll have no problems.
The Fifth's banner promises a change in the wind. It's your job to fulfill that promise. All right, dismissed.
Nice. And this is where we start. Not even here a whole day, and already you got your first mission. Really are ready to get your hands dirty. Well, let's look into this Jagras problem. But first, you'll need a weapon.
Over here.
There's a box full of equipment you can use in your quarters. Come on, I'll show you the way. Nice. Yep, this is our house. Or our room. There will be tips here. You can turn them off. Okay, and that was pretty fast loading. Nice. Cozy. This is where our adventure begins.
We've placed some basic gear for you in that equipment box. Make sure to choose a weapon that suits you.
Yeah, thanks. Okay. So you come here and you hit change equipment. Now, yeah, so different weapons offer different combat experiences. Keep it on the screen for a few seconds. You know, you can read it, do other things, read this. Alright, next. Yep. So, you have the sword and shield. If you want to know what this weapon does, you can always play a
Close-range
movie.
weapon set that lets you maneuver quickly and guard against attacks.
Yep, it also shows the accessibility. So, you know, 3 stars. It's pretty easy to use. Anyone can use it. It's honestly the easiest weapon. Let's see here.
A close-range weapon with low mobility but powerful attacks.
Yep, 2 stars. This weapon is, you know, you're gonna have to learn how to use it and wield it properly. And then you got 1 star.
A special support weapon hunters use to gain or provide various buffs.
1 star is basically this weapon is going to truly test your skills. So, I think the only 1 star weapon are the lance and the hunting horn.
A
Pretty sure
defense
gun lance
a
is
ranged
normal.
weapon,
Dude.
a lightweight
Wait,
or
what?
ranged weapon that
3 stars? Alright.
A lightweight
2 stars.
A weapon that lets you
2
charge
stars.
A weapon that stores
2 stars.
A weapon that
2 stars, yeah.
close range. A heavy weapon close
Oh,
range.
3 stars,
offensive-
yeah. So, you get the gist. Great sword. Amazing damage. You cost some mobility, though. This weapon is good, though. If a monster is stunned, is in place, or cannot move, use this thing. It has 3 levels. 1st level charge, 2nd level charge, 3rd level charge. You want to get to the 3rd level to really hit hard. Iron Katana. Holy crap. If you wield this thing... Actually, I'll select on each weapon. That's what the greatsword looks like. Iron Katana. Holy crap. If you use this thing... Be careful. Some weapons can guard. The greatsword can guard. Sword and shield can guard. Gun lance can guard. Lance can guard. And switch axe can guard. Wait, crap, that's not switch axe. That's charge blade can guard. This cannot guard. It does have good damage, but the range. If you play online with people, this weapon is notorious for just whacking people and like causing them to miss out on their special weapon hit or whatever. This weapon is just, you need to be careful on where you use it and when you use it, because you can screw over your teammates, get them killed, and fail the quest. Sword and shield. Weapon we saw. It's a support weapon. Damage is good. It can block. One of the things this weapon can do that the other weapons can't is heal when in use. So, how to use items? So this weapon can use items. Most items, you have to put the weapon back in its sheath or like just put it behind your back or whatever. This weapon, if you just block, you can use an item and still keep this weapon out. It's very good. Dual swords? Dual blades, sorry. These things, it's like the sword and shield. It has good damage. There's demon mode, which
Close-range offensive weapons that are used to deal a
yeah,
rapid flurry
this
of
might
blows.
show. Demon mode is when you press RT. You see how those weapons are kind of sluggish, and now when he presses the button, he goes into like that Naruto run, and just proceeds to unleash a flurry of blows that are just beyond belief. That's what those do. Problem with demon mode is that it does take stamina away. Hammer. These things are good. Hammer is what you use to attack a monster's head. So monsters have 3 different parts. Each part can break. You got the head of the monster. That's breakable. So if you take this thing and you just play whack-a-mole with its head, you can get stunned. And in doing so, you can allow all the weapons to damage it. You can also break parts off of monsters to allow it to easier to like slay them or capture them. And yeah, that's all they really do. They stun monsters. They're really good at breaking parts as well. Hunting horn. As it mentioned, this thing is a support weapon. Now, it's good because it buffs allies, and that's really useful. Because let's say you need let's say, oh man, I'm really close to killing this monster. If you have a hunting horn with you, this thing can give you a damage buff, a damage boost, and you'll be able to do that extra damage to kill that monster. If you do not have a hammer in the game, this can be used as a substitute for it to stun the monster. Lance. These are just tanks. They can tank an insane amount of damage from blocking. Gun lance. It's like the lance, except with a gun. It has different range of attacks. Oh, I forgot to show these. So that's what those look like. That's what the hammer looks like. Hunting horn. You can also look at the picture, or you can look off to the side. Alright. So, gun lance, it has multitude of attacks. It can do the same thing as a lance, except it can deal out a ton of more damage than it. And yeah, that's it to that. Switch axe, it has two forms. One is a sword, the other is an axe. You can charge up the axe form in order to get in the sword form. So actually we'll play the movie at the bottom. So as you can see, you got the sword, you got the axe form. Axe form really only has limited attacks, but then if you switch it to sword form, you gain a bunch of more attacks, more damage. However, it does run on energy. You can press if you press two certain buttons, you can get it to explode. You can also mount the monster as seen and cause it to blow up, damaging parts and maybe stunning it. Switch axe, it's like sword and shield except Bible. It does an insane amount of damage. You can block with it. It has files, so whenever you do enough damage, your sword will heat up all red and stuff. And when you charge the files, you can charge it either into the sword, the shield, or into the axe. You can, if you just want to like power through the campaign, use this weapon. That's what that looks like. Insect glaive. Oh my god. I hate this thing so much. Insect glaive is a mounting weapon. So, as you can see, it has a bug that is called a insect. Each bug goes to each blade. So, if I'll play it, this thing has 3 different buffs to it. So, the Kinsect, you can use the Kinsect to attack the monster. Whenever it does, it leaves behind like dust that you can attack, and depending on if, like, let's say this weapon had fire to it, it would leave fire dust behind, and you could attack it and get that extra bonus damage. When the bug does attack a monster, depending on what spot it hits, it gains a buff. White buff, red buff, and orange buff. All of those buffs are very good. I'll go into more detail whenever I use these weapons. Light bow gun? Yeah, light bow gun. Light bow gun is honestly, it's a weapon, so yeah, it's kind of like a support weapon. The thing with the bow guns, the thing with actually the ranged weapons, is that there's this area, there's like this sweet area, the critical range area, where the attacks actually do good damage, But the problem is that when you're hitting a moving monster, you have to get into that area all the time. If you don't, your like damage is bad. So if you want to play that, you can. This thing uses weapons, uses special ammo, and different types of ammo. However, you will have to like go out and get supplies to get that ammo back. Heavy bowgun. The thing's awesome. You sacrifice mobility for some serious damage, as in this thing sacrifices damage for mobility. It has special ammo, so this thing's special ammo, it plants like a flare into the ground that when attacked explodes. This thing, its special ammo just lets it fire off rounds like it's a minigun. Then you got the bow. The bow has the lowest damage out of all of the weapons I've mentioned. However, this thing is very viable. It has coatings. So, it has power coating and close range coating. Only two it has. This is just for base. It has those two coatings. You do not have to sharpen it, so for the ranged weapons, you actually don't have to sharpen them. That's what's good, but whenever you attack a monster with, let's say, a sword, hammer, gun lance, even a bagpipe, you have to sharpen them. They lose their ability over time. It happens. Bow is good. It's good when you need ranged attack, and on top of that, it has some very good attacks. I think... we'll do the weapons in order, so the first weapon I will show off is the Great Sword. Nice.
Once you're ready, head to the canteen. I'll be there waiting with a quest.
You can get more familiar with your weapons at the training area. Just talk to the housekeeper to get started.
Alright. Yep. So yeah, pick your weapon and then you go to the canteen. Speak to the handler. Housekeeper will have stuff for you. Well, what? Alright. If you go to training area, you can't go to a training area and actually test these weapons out, so I'll show that. We'll start the quest in the next episode. So yeah. Yeah, each weapon is viable. Just want to point that out. Yeah, so check various objects placed to basically show the damage. Oh, yeah. So, 2 new features have been added. Combo display and clutch claw. What's that red one? Oh. Pillar or wagon. Yeah, and then practicing with clutch claw. Alright.
Okay, let's run through the hunting basics. First,
So?
ready your weapon.
Yeah. I know what
The great sword is a powerful close-range weapon. Though attacks leave you wide open, the payoff is well worth it. You can use the slinger with your weapon drawn. Look for the perfect moment, then fire.
You know what? Whatever. So yeah. Charge 1, charge 2, charge 3. That does 70 damage, okay? Versus charge 1, which does only 31 Hon. So yeah, that one only did 18, but the other one did 70. That was charge 3. Charge 2 does 49, and that's it. Now each weapon has a final attack, so if you can get... So, let's see if you can get these charges off. Alright, you're at the final charge. This is what we call true charge, and that's the max amount of damage you can get on the greatsword. That's like the final weapon attack of it. It's really good damage. As you can see, there's also combos at the bottom that show what you can do with it. As the final thing, we're gonna end off with the Clutch Claw. Now what you can do is, with the Clutch Claw, you can grapple onto monsters and do damage to them. And that's what you do with it. You can break their parts. You can get slinger ammo off of them. Or you can do other things. You can also fire a thing called a Finch shot. So, how am I going to...
You can use that as slinger ammo. Great for getting a monster's
can't
attention.
really
or
demonstrate
creating a
it.
distraction.
But, if I were to
That's
Clutch
a
Claw
bonus.
on the
Powerful type
monster,
of slinger ammo that can do some serious damage.
if I press RT on the monster while I'm Clutch Clawed onto it, I can damage it and send this thing into a wall, which will do even more damage and stun it. So Training Area has a bunch of things to it, and I'll cover each and every one of them as we go along. But with that being said, I'm going to end it here. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, tell your friends about it, do all that very good stuff. And I'll see you on the next episode. Peace out.